a film that you loved that you never want to see again.
Irreversible.
Yeah?
I love that film.
Right. Gonna be a lot of air quotes in this segment, I think.
I
love
really
that
enjoyed watching it. It's genuinely a really great film. It has two of the worst things I've ever seen. I'm not actually sure which is worse. He's a really like visionary filmmaker, Gaspar Noe, but something really traumatic happened to him, and he can only make the most screwed up movies possible. Enter the Void is the same way, not as intense as Irreversible, but very, 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 very dark. I think it's good. Let's keep doing this. But I'll never ever watch it again. But you're only supposed to watch it once.
I saw In the Bedroom, in a theater, in a packed theater, in a mall. And I don't know if any of the cameras are getting me right now, but this is how everybody in the theater, you could hear a pin drop when that movie was over, and everybody kind of went like this. And we all kind of walked out like this, and nobody said anything. And it was just like, it was a well-made, well-acted. Tom Wilkinson is amazing in it. Everything about it it's really well-made movie, but it is literally the most depressing experience I think I've ever had in a movie theater. And I saw The Happening.
That was an enjoyable film.
Yeah, you're right.
If you could hoot at you could hoot at it, you know? I don't hoot that often in a movie theater.
Critic screening before everybody knew it was terrible, and I was going in there. I'm gonna be the contrarian who thinks it's a really good film, and then I lasted about 10 minutes and I just gave up.
Wow.
So,
any Lars von Trier? No, I'll watch this one once.
Really?
I'm trying to think of films that.
Dancer in the Dark. You
Otherwise-
ready to hang yourself?
Yeah.
I bought the soundtrack.
I saw Anitchrist twice for some reason.
Wow.
It was an accident.
Yeah, most movies that I imagine I won't
How
want
do
to
you
see
have
again. I just don't
how do
see
you have
the
a
first
2-hour
time.
accident?
Well, the ones that
Oh, I just whoa, whoops! I just saw that movie again.
I ordered the wrong
Wait,
theater.
it's like How to Train Your Dragon. Oh
I
man.
thought this was shorts.
Are food sales down during Antichrist? I wonder. Is anybody sitting there watching Antichrist, eating the popcorn? Yeah, I'm gonna go get this refilled, extra butter, while I watch this woman cut off.
Well, it doesn't. All the bad stuff doesn't happen till the last half hour. So
That's
you'd be like,
true.
I'm really enjoying this film about a guy and his wife. And
Yeah.
they're arguing.
They ought to give you
Just
an extra empty bucket.
You finish the bucket.
When you, yeah.
Also, I can think of as experimental work, which I think I find kind of transcendental to watch.
Yeah.
Like Joyce Whelan's stuff. Like 2 hours of kind of silent experimental structural filmmaking, and then it has this kind of amazing quality, but you never actually ever want to endure it again.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do love it. It's just that it's a different kind of pleasure.
The first time I saw Wavelength, the guy that showed it to me said,
You gave away the ending.
yeah.
No.
Well, he goes.
It's an ocean.
He showed it to me. He told it what it was, and right before he started playing it, he said, "I think I've probably seen this 4 or 5 dozen times." And then I watched it. And I was like, my first thought when it was over was, 4? Really? 4 or 5 dozen times? You've seen this 50 times?
I'm trying to think of a film that I loved when I was younger and don't want to see again because I don't want to ruin it. Like I don't know.
true.
It's gotta be
Orpheus was for that for me.
Orpheus.
I watched that like scores of times in high school, and I'm really afraid to go back and visit it now.
It's always dangerous to revisit something
Yeah.
you thought was really scary or really funny when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I not to date myself in the opposite direction, but I think I was 11 when Ace Ventura came out. There were a lot of movies that I watched when I was that age, literally dozens of times, in a row sometimes, because it was like watching television. You come home and instead of watching television, you would just watch the same movies over and over again. So there are some movies that I just know now must be terrible, like Pauly Shore in the Army Now, and Major Payne with Damon Wayans in it.
Those are
I
both
think that's-
objectively terrible.
and Ace Ventura
It's a pretty
and
fair
Ace
bet.
Ventura too, and I just never. I mean, I don't want to see them again because I just had no interest in seeing them again. But I also don't want to ruin whatever me at the real key target audience age got out of it by. I don't want to spoil it with grown up Dave. I want to let Major Payne be good in some alternate universe.
I'm actually okay with like spoiling like that part of my life. I really liked Police Academy 4. When I was a kid.
Okay.
I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
But it's
Is
really
that Citizens on Patrol?
Citizen on Patrol. Yes. That's a terrible film, and I've gone back and I've watched that.
I thought 5 was okay. That was the one where they went to Florida, I think.
Like
Wow.
Operation Miami Beach or something
Right.
like that. Or is it Mission: Miami Beach? It said 2 colons in the title. Which is the only time it's ever happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I think actually another Florida movie did that. Wasn't Reno 911
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie colon the movie Miami or Miami?
Yeah.
Colon the movie?
And Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I think, did that.
They actually said the word colon in the title.
Oh, they said
It's
colon?
Spelled it out. Aqua Teen Hunger Force colon movie film.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I need to see. I don't know. I've
Oh, it's a
never been
fantastic
huge.
film.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. It's a surrealist masterpiece.
Okay, I'll go see it.
It's like
That- you did
Jackass
it.
3D.
Yeah, you had me at Jackass. You didn't even need the 3D.
Okay.